To ensure its tension spring's inner size is between 120 to 126 millimeters. Adjust with the nut you see now. Here is the method of inspecting and adjusting the threshing room. There are 4 concaves with the same shape. If the front 2 are abraded, please exchange with the rear 2. In this way, it will use longer. When measuring the clearance between the threshing teeth and the concave, if the clearance is not between 16 to 19 millimeters, please change the threshing teeth rod. In the process of adjustment, loosen the set bolt of the threshing teeth rod. Pull up and down its 2 ends to a proper place, and then tighten the bolt. If such adjustment cannot perform as required, please change the threshing teeth rod. The front threshing tooth wears severely than the rear one, so it requires periodic change with a life cycle of 300 hours. In the process of change, please exchange the position of the threshing teeth at both ends of the threshing teeth rod. Notice, in the process of assembling threshing teeth, the bending direction is opposite to the direction of rotation. Inspection method of thresher drive gear case oil. Please remove the front cover of the thresher drive gear case and the oil port bolt, which is coated with red paint, on the thresher drive case. If oil overflows from the oil port, it shows the amount of oil is proper. If not, please add oil into it. Maintenance of the traveling portion. We can adjust the tension force of traveling drive belts through adjusting the length of the tension spring to ensure it is between 184 and 188 millimeters. Please adjust with the nut you see now. The traveling drive belt consists of 2 tooth belts. If it is damaged, replace both at the same time. Checking and adjustment of the crawler tension. Put the jack on the position you see now, and then jack up the machine. When the crawler is 10 centimeters away from the ground, check whether the clearance between the 4th track roller from the front side and the inner crawler is between 10 to 15 millimeters. Please adjust it if it is too large. Pull out the snap pin, remove the set parts, and rotate the tension bolts of the crawler to tighten it. If the crawler is over-tightened, it will lead to abnormal wear of the crawler inner iron and the damage of the axle shaft. If the crawler is over-loosened, it will lead to the drop-off of the crawler. Adjust early after 20 hours of its operation, once every 100 hours. The crawler drive sprocket belongs to consumables. DC60 Combine adopts 2-piece sprockets with the same left and right wheel. If 1/3 of the teeth width is abraded, exchange the left and right sprocket. Move the combine in a straight line and stop when the left and right sprockets are in the position of half touching the crawler, and then stop the engine. Remove 3 bolts, remove half the sprocket, exchange the left and right ones. Change the other side in the same way. If both sides of the sprocket are damaged, replace them with new ones. Exchange the left with right sprockets after an operation of 200 hours. Replace the sprocket after 400 hours. Without a timely replace or exchange, it will lead to an early damage of the crawler. Check the amount of the oil by removing the oil checking bolt coated with red paint in the left middle side of the transmission case. If oil overflows from the oil port, it shows the amount of oil is proper. If not, please add oil into it. When replacing the transmission oil, remove the oil discharge bolt below the transmission case. Drain the transmission oil. After that, screw up the oil discharge bolt with a wrench. When filling the transmission oil, remove the rubber plug in its upper side. Remove the oil amount checking bolt at the same time. Then fill Kubota UDT oil or hydraulic oil recommended by Kubota with funnel till it overflows from the oil port. The hydraulic oil can drive HST. Directional cylinder and the raising and lowering of reel. Being a drive of important parts, it requires a regular inspection and replacement. When inspecting the amount of the hydraulic oil, please remove the oil checking bolt coated with red paint in the middle of the oil tank. If oil overflows from the oil port, it shows the amount of oil is proper. If not, please add oil into it. When replacing the hydraulic oil, remove the oil discharge bolt below the oil tank and drain the hydraulic oil. After that, please screw up the oil discharge bolt with wrench. The hydraulic oil filter is on the upper side of the HST. When replacing the hydraulic oil, please replace the oil filter at the same time. When installing a new filter, apply a little hydraulic oil on the rubber sealing ring of the filter with finger and screw it up by hand. When filling the hydraulic oil, please remove the plastic plug on the upper side of the hydraulic oil tank. Then fill Kubota UDT oil or hydraulic oil recommended by Kubota with funnel till it overflows from the oil port. Maintenance of the engine portion. The inspection and replacement of air cleaner elements. When carrying out harvest operation, it's better for the users to inspect and clean the air pre-cleaner every day. There is a white line showing the cleaning time in the air pre-cleaner. But when dust accumulates in the dust cup, it's better to clean by removing it. There is a valve which can discharge large amounts of dust on the cover of the air cleaner. Before the daily operation, please hold the front end of the valve. Discharge the dust in the air cleaner cover. There is a digital dust indicator which can notify users to clean the air cleaner. During the harvest operation, if red appears on the inner side of the digital dust indicator, it shows that the inner filter element has been dirty or plugged. Please remove its cover. Pull out its outer filter element, purging from the inner side by compressed air. The pressure cannot be higher than 2.1 kilograms F/C square meter, or shake the outer filter slightly to clean up the dust. After that, please press the reset button. Do not remove the inner filter element to clean. Change the inner and outer filter elements at the same time after 300 hours. Notice the direction of the air filter's cover when installing, arrow upward. The inspection and replacement of the engine oil. Please remove the access cover under the driver's seat. Pull out the engine oil gauge and check whether the engine oil is between its upper mark and lower mark. If the engine oil is too much, it will lead to a state of bad operation or under power. If too little, it will lead to the inadequate lubrication of the engine parts and cause severe malfunction. When replacing the engine oil, remove the oil discharge bolt on the main frame, which is under the engine room. Drain the engine oil. Notice whether gasket seal is good. If not, please replace it with a new one. After draining the engine oil, please screw up the oil discharge bolt. The filter element of the engine oil is behind the engine. When replacing the engine oil, please replace the filter element of the engine oil at the same time. When replacing the filter element, please remove the filter element with filter wrench. Installing new filter, please apply a little engine oil on the rubber sealing ring of the filter with finger, and then screw it up by hand. When filling the engine oil, please remove the access cover, and then fill oil with funnel. After that, please pull out the engine oil gauge and check whether the amount of engine oil meets a requirement. Please use Kubota genuine oil only, or oil recommended by Kubota, and replace it according to the specified time. All the details of the oil replacing time, capacity, type, and so on, please refer to the attached operation manual. Here is the inspection and adjustment method of the cooling system. When adjusting the tension of the fan belt, please press the central part of the belt with finger on the part shown in the picture. With a power of 6 to 7 kilograms, the standard of the belt slack amount is between 7 to 9 millimeters. If the fan belt is loose, please unscrew the bolt of alternator. Push the alternator forward and tighten the fan belt properly. In this situation, tighten the bolt. Open the engine room to check the engine cooling water. Please check whether the level of the engine cooling water is between low and full on the auxiliary tank. Check before harvest operation every day. If the level is below low, please open the auxiliary tank cover. Add water into it to make the target level slightly below the full scale mark. When adding water, distilled water is recommended. In the case of lack of distilled water, purified water can also be used to replace. The engine cooling water should be changed every 2 years. When changing cooling water, please remove the drain plug to drain cooling water. After that, screw up the drain plug with wrench. Unscrew the upper cover of the water tank. Tighten it after adding the coolant. And start the engine. About 5 minutes operation. Check the